Welcome, wrestling fans, to this week's edition of Superstars of the Ring. I am your host, Eric Snook.
And I'm Frankie Morris. How you doing? Did you meet Frankie the Ferret yet?
Oh, let me see him. Let me see him. Frankie Morris. Anyhow, let's just go ahead and get into this week's edition of Superstars of the Ring. I'm going to try to be as tolerant as physically possible with this. Alistair, if you're watching, I miss you. Please come home.
Please come back, Alistair.
Please. We're just going to go ahead and get right into this week's match of the week here on Superstars of the Ring. Back at Stampede, we had a big match between the former CCW heavyweight champion, Julian Marcs, taking on the unstoppable Eric Moore. It was a great, exciting match, so we're going to go ahead and take you away to that now. Fans, welcome to this week's edition of Superstars of the Ring. I am Eric Snook. This week I'm joined alongside by CCW legend Fred Avery. And in the ring we got Eric Moore taking on Mayhem Julian Marcs. Welcome to ringside, Fred.
I tell you what, they're starting out hot and heavy right now. A couple arm drags, some leg sweeps. These guys are going at it full bore.
Now, recently we've seen Eric Moore in mostly tag team competition. This week's a little bit different. Everybody's kind of amped up about that big battle royal for the CCW Heavyweight Championship. But now Eric Moore's going to watch out. Man, Julian Marcs taking control.
Nice little move there. Shows some athletic ability by Eric Moore as he slides out. And a headlock by Eric Moore. You know, I had the opportunity to wrestle Julian Marcs, and I will tell you this, that is one tough customer. People can say what they want. It was my retirement match. I was hyped up. I was ready to go. But Julian and I have been in the ring a lot of times, and I give the man credit where the credit's due.
I mean, that's an incredible match, your retirement match. Got a little out of control at times, but we all know that Julian Marcs is a former heavyweight champion. He's a former tag team champion. He's done it all.
Oh, and a nice European uppercut there.
2 count there. Not quite enough to put Eric Moore away, but he is in trouble.
It's too early in the match for such a lazy kind of cover there by Marcs. He needs to get a little bit more serious there. Grab a leg, grab a pair of trunks, some trunks. Hold him down a little bit more.
Well, the crowd is amped up here. They are not big fans of...
Third time we've used the word amp tonight already, so we have to quit using that word. That's rule number 1 they told me of color commentary.
All right, we are pumped up here tonight.
There you go. I like that. But that's better. That's better. Big high leg drop there by Julian. And another one. I think Eric Moore could be in trouble. You know, the wily veteran that Julian is, he might have this upstart here in a bit of trouble here.
Yeah, usually we see Eric Moore maintaining a fast pace to a match, but Mayhem's got him slowed down pretty well right here. A big chop to the chest.
Nice snapmare out of the corner. Oh, and a solid boot to the back.
That's just a simple kick to the back of the head, effective.
You know, that was just kind of a I told you so kick. You know, he comes by and he just lays it in there and says, hey, I told you, young man, I was going to beat you.
Oh, just a big spike DDT.
And that should be it. He should go ahead and cover him now and get ready to go and get ready for the Battle Royal. He needs to concentrate on that. He needs to get finished with this match so he can concentrate on the Battle Royal.
Mayhem wasting a lot of time here.
Yeah, he's giving him time to recover. He's not going to get a pinfall with that now. Laying the boots and the knees in there to the back.
Kicking a man when he's down there. He's been taunting him the whole time. I think this is the most that we've seen recently here.
Nice clothesline by Mayhem.
We got another pin. 1, 2. Gets the shoulder up. They tried to get for good measure, but that was another 2 count. Eric Moore doesn't have a lick of offense in him yet this match.
I know that Julian has rebounded quite nicely over the last couple months and has had some good victories on the road away from the CCW arena and in the CCW area. He is more verbal than I've seen him.
Yeah, he's emotional tonight, to say the least.
I think he is ready to take his game to that next level and hit that plateau of being a champion again in CCW.
He knows exactly what it takes to be a champion, and we're kind of seeing this Mayhem of old here.
And the crowd's getting behind Eric Moore quite nicely.
Eric Moore making a rebound, clothesline into a pin. Just a 1 count on that one.
Irish whip into the corner with another clothesline.
Laying those forearms on the chest. That's enough to break a man's ribs.
And those are solid shots right there. They are hitting across the top of that rib cage, and they could stop his heart for a second even. They're hitting him so hard.
Just imagine being hit in the chest with a cannonball. That's kind of the force behind those forearms that Eric Moore's throwing right now.
And he misses that big splash in the corner, though. That's where that veteran Julian Marcs comes in.
Almost enough to put him away that time.
He did hook the leg that time. That was a good cover by Julian.
It looks like he's choking him on that top rope. It's hard to tell from this angle.
Well, the referee is counting for a break, and you know, he's got a 5 count to break, so he's within the rules right now.
Eric Moore is in a world of hurt, lying in the corner of the ring. I don't think he knows where he's at right now.
Well, he better figure it out quick if he plans on getting a victory tonight against Julian Marcs. He is looking strong tonight. This is the Julian Marcs of old. I like what I'm seeing out of him.
That could be it. That's got to be the end of this match.
Beautiful sit-out body slam right there. Beautiful.
Somehow Eric Moore got the shoulder up, avoiding the pin.
And Julian is talking trash again. Instead of taking the advantage and getting on the offense, Julian has decided to talk trash. Now it looks like from this angle he's choking him.
I think the agenda here by Mayhem is pretty simple. It's just send a message, not just to Eric Moore, but to everybody in that locker room that he is back and he's badder than ever.
Nice scoop power slam there. And he needs to cover. I don't understand why he is not covering it. There you go.
It could have been just that enough time there for him to pin him. That could have been it.
You know, Eric, that's exactly right. I don't understand why he's not covering, why he's jawing. I understand he wants people to realize that he is back, he is bad, he is mean again. He's gotten his act together. Nice stop right there. And another one. Working on that left arm. Leg drop across it.
And we got a crossface. That's putting pressure on the shoulder, the elbow, the neck, the head, the back.
And Eric made it into the ropes. He is very fortunate that he was that close to the ring rope.
Foot on the rope. Maybe just instinct by Eric Moore.
Julian needs to stay on top of him right now. He does not need to give him any breath.
The crowd here trying to get behind Eric Moore, trying to motivate him, inspire him a little bit, but so far it's not working. And as soon as I say that, we had a reversal into a clothesline. And Julian Marcs finds himself on his back for one of the first times this match.
It looked like Julian might have bumped the back of his head when he landed on the mat that time. He rolls out good, another veteran move. He's got a 10 count, but unfortunately he's also giving Eric Moore time to regroup right now.
Well, Eric Moore rolls out of the ring. He's gonna chase after him now. That's another veteran move by Mayhem.
Very nice move by Mayhem. And a big boot.
He just played Eric Moore like a book. And this is gonna be it. This is his finisher. Reverse into a back body drop. Eric Moore coming to life with a stunner.
And is that going to be it? Is he going to get beat by that move tonight?
1, 2, that's it.
And Eric Moore comes out to victory tonight.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. There we saw an exciting match between Eric Moore and Julian Marcs. You done?
Mm-hmm.
Can I see it again?
Yeah. Not this time. Never again.
Anyways, Eric Moore came out on top against Julian Marcs at Stampede. Later that night at Stampede, Eric Moore was in the big battle royal for the CCW Heavyweight Championship. Unfortunately, it did not work out for him. He lasted just a little bit longer than this guy. How long did you last in that match?
You know, like... "15 to 20 seconds.
That's generous. The winner of that match was Daniel Anderson. We're going to get into an interview with him in just a minute. I don't know if you guys have been noticing lately that Society of Sin, ever since their big loss against Chris Turner and Jamie McKinnon at Stampede, have been very, very silent. We haven't had any interviews with them. They refuse to talk to us. They've had a couple of cryptic messages that they've left on social media, just creepier than we've ever really seen. So just, if you're on social media, if you're on Facebook, on Twitter, keep an eye out for them because they're just acting a little beyond belief.
A little weird, a little creepy, a little freaky.
Well stated. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to talk to Daniel Anderson, our new CCW heavyweight champion. He won the Battle Royal back at Stampede. He's got a few words for CCW, all the competitors. What are you grinning about? What could you possibly be smiling about right now?
I'm in CCW.
Yep, you are in CCW beside me. All right, we're going to go ahead and get to this week's interview. Daniel Anderson, your new CCW heavyweight champion.
You know, I'd like to take this opportunity to talk about myself. But before I do, I've got somebody else I want to talk about. I want to talk about you, the CCW fans. I want to talk about the CCW locker room. I want to talk about the CCW officials running the office. And I want to talk about the blatant disrespect that Daniel Anderson has been shown since the moment I walked through that door all the way back in 2012. Now, you might want to say, what disrespect? He's had tag team gold. He's now the world heavyweight champion. How could there be disrespect? Don't act like I didn't hear the whispers when I walked back into that locker room in 2012. I heard the talk. How did Daniel Anderson get back here? He couldn't lace his father Boone Anderson's boots. He probably rode his dad's coattail back into the company. He's never going to be in the spotlight because he's always going to be stuck in Boone Anderson's shadow. And then I proved everybody wrong. I became a winner, I became a champion, and then I went on and I started tagging with Jonathan Wells. Did I get respect then? Hell no. Then I started getting, oh, he's just Jonathan Wells' sidekick. He could never lace Jonathan Wells' boots. He's always just riding Jonathan Wells' coattail into the title picture. He's never going to be in the spotlight. He's just stuck in Jonathan Wells' shadow. Again, disrespect. Well, let me tell you all something. There comes a time in every man's life where he's got to look at himself in the mirror and take stock into the man that he is and to the man that he wants to be. There comes a time in every man's life where he's got to lace up his own boots, throw on his own coat, grab that spotlight, pull it down, and announce that you have arrived. Daniel Anderson has arrived. And to the boys in the back that doubted me, to the front office that never believed in me, and to you fans that disrespect me, you can all stick it, because whether you like it or not, learn to love it. I am the champion. I am the future. Hell, I am the man.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. There you saw the interview with Daniel Anderson, our new CCW heavyweight champion. That pretty much wraps it up for this week. We have no more news to report to you. No, we don't have anything else for. We're going to go ahead and sign off. I'm your host.
All right, I'll do it. Okay.
Hey, don't touch me. Don't
go play with Frankie the Ferret. What's up, Frankie's favorites? Actually, there's some really important news. We're not quite done yet.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is. Abbeville, April 2nd. Frankie Morris, first ever time not in a battle royal with CCW. So there's going to be an interview with me, and I'm going to call one of you guys out.
Really, that's the news.
Yeah.
You're not even having a match. You're going to call somebody out. You're going to. Who gave you ring time?
You know.
I didn't give you interview time.
It was Ted in accounting.
Ted in accounting.
Ted in accounting. Ted Duffy.
Ted Duffy.
I gotta go play with the ferret.
All right. Well, there you have it. This week's edition of Superstars of the Ring. Apparently, if you want to see the biggest embarrassment I've ever had here in CCW, go April 2nd in Abbeville, Georgia. Amongst other things, you will see Frankie Morris hold a microphone. Thanks for watching this week's Superstars of the Ring. We'll see you next week.
satisfies me but your